let's review where we are. Hello, Jinjin. So Freya was murdered. Flora was present for the murder. Fifi was Freya's best friend and was keeping a journal cell for Freya. Poppy was also a friend. Felix, some sort of uncle, didn't seem too bothered by the death, right? But we had this secret diary where she was talking about, something's back in flesh. Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Solver works, impressive little thing. I have 2 now, need 2 more. She found her way into the middle, surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them, all 5, eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best. She could do with a little company, yeah. So she was onto something, right? She was onto something, and we know her story is that her parents died, and then the family is like, oh, she's barely even part of the family, so not exactly big fans of her. So it feels like a bunch of people may want to be rid of her. But what we still basically have is more rooms we can explore to learn more pieces of the story. So let's go to this big side in the other tower. See what's in there. Aviary. Okay. Hello, Juan. I hope you're good. I hope you're doing well.
Just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Yep, okay. She's a bird. I mean, she likes birds, and she's trying to turn herself into a bird because, she's got giant flappy wings instead of arms, or she's wearing gloves that are giant flappy wings. Something like that, and she lives in the aviary, so... And she's also quite a character. So yes, we've encountered her, that's for sure. It was an encounter. But yes, Penelope, tell us about yourself.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz Fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our 2 families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
Okay, so yes, there is the Fellow family and the Pointer family, right? So I'm gonna assume they're, not as closely related as for it to be weird that she's engaged to someone else in this family, right? Nothing weird's going on here. Yes, they're all eccentric because they're, well, I mean, I guess they don't say they're rich, but yes, they have a giant tower they live in, so I guess they have some sort of money and a giant house, but they all have to live with it together. So, yeah, where were you yesterday, lady? And also, I've just realized I forgot my hat. I forgot one of my hats for the stream. I return with the hat. Yeah, I'm surprised no one said anything. No one was like, where's the hat? There we go. It's fixed. Got my hat. She got a bird hat. I got a witch hat, you know. Everything has to be in order with the hats. What were you doing yesterday, lady?
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course, and they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it seems like way more than 4 birds. I did not make the hat myself, no. I have purchased the hat. It was also a pack of 3 hats, so I took different colors. Yes, I mean, I assume that thing on her head is an actual real bird on top of the other birds that they are in the aviary. Okay, so what is your statement, lady?
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Hey. I mean, the one thing about this game is like, there are so many characters with so many names, and so many of them start with F or P, so, you know, it's gonna be hard to keep track of everyone. And also there is some other detective walking around. Are they a part of the family? Or are they just some other detective that they've also summoned to be solving this case on top of us? Is there anyone we want to ask her about? Is there anyone we want to anything we want to ask her about? I mean, right now I'm not sure what her significance is, so I'm not gonna go clicking through every single object and person. Yes, you can get into her room.
Now?
Yeah, sure, let's go now. Although she might have some things there that I may unlock. any new games I'm looking for. I mean, from new releases, I've just finished recording Mind Diver, so that's gonna be coming out on the channel soon. There's also a couple other things like Arctic Awakening that came out recently that I want to look at some point, so there's a few, and there's another coming near the end of the month going the Seiya, so something Manor, keep forgetting what it is, which is some sort of investigation detective game as well. So there's a bunch of things coming out. Okay, she's got birds in her room, many birds.
It's a birdhouse.
It is.
Are those real birds?
Well, let's look closer and figure it out. Ah yes, it's a puzzle, of
They're
course.
wooden.
Yep, they're wooden birds.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Swap the positions of the 7 birds, okay. But what am I swapping them based on? Huh? I assume that's...
Reset the puzzle?
Okay, that's reset. Okay, do I need to find some clues somewhere about
I'll do this later.
the birds first? Because I'm not sure what else is in this room.
A little bedtime reading?
Yeah, maybe the eyes, but then where does it start, right?
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
What?
this one appears to be both.
A romance detective novels. Yeah,
Nice.
she
A little
got tea.
set. Looks recently used.
Yes, tea is important.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Poison?
Birdseed.
No, birdseed, okay. Yes, like the birds have different eyes, but what we do,
That's
like, yes, what's the
sunflower.
layout?
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
Okay, yeah, she's into birds, not into flowers. Brightly colored flower with unusual shape. It looks very healthy and well looked after. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It's also an unusual blue color. Yes, we found a weird flower. What are we gonna do about it? Who knows? Yeah, I mean, I can look at the birds some more.
Are those real birds?
Because yes, they do have, like, some of them have fully opened eyes, but then they're looking different places, right? Like, one is looking like this. So I'm not sure what sort of life cycle of bird eyes are we trying to make here. Like, this is what this one's just looking like. Oh my god, what is going in here with my life? I mean, it has like lines happening, and it has beaks as well. Like the beaks are closed, slightly open, more open, wide open, wide open. So we have 3 fully open eyes, but we also have like, I guess they're not all open beaks. There's 2 fully open beaks. Different sort of open beaks, closed beaks, but yeah. This feels like, I don't know, there needs to be more clues. Although previous puzzles, like, we didn't need external clues for, but yes, I don't know what we're supposed to read into it here, right? Like, this is a pattern of, like, he's looking left, he's looking forward, he's looking right. He's sleepy here, he's sleepy here. So yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll do this later.
Yeah, maybe... Hello, gloves and tea. We already found tea so far. Yes, almost. Almost like a family tree. There's some connections and lines, but then... Yes, what's going on with the birds? Are they supposed to represent specific people in the family, right? Because obviously they are a family tree as well, like this all the inhabitants here. But, the plant looks exactly like her. Well, we'll keep that in mind for now. But let's... Yeah, we have 2 more rooms to explore. I mean, we can check... Yeah, check more rooms and see what else we unlocked, basically. This is Poppy's room. You can tell by the general melancholy of it. Just, you know, candlelight, stuff like that. She's got a second piano in her room.
More handwritten sheet music.
Yeah, that might be it. This is from her fiance, because obviously she doesn't do plants, right?
A single red rose. How very traditional.
Yeah,
Just
weird.
octopus light fitting.
It's an octopus.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It has 6 legs, not 8.
Oh no.
Don't say it.
Sextopus.
Don't say it. Well, she's got like socks and stuff lying around, but yes, I love that everyone has a very specific room that you can tell instantly who lives here.
Just a bunch of clothes on the floor. Nothing weird about that.
Oh, what do you mean nothing weird about it? Yeah, you just leave all your clothes on the floor. Everyone knows you leave your clothes on the bed, and when you want to go to bed, you move the clothes to the chair, and then when you want to use the chair, you move the clothes to the bed. Totally normal.
A big glass door leads out into a garden. Somehow.
Yes, the garden somehow suspended from the tower.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Okay, there's a mechanism. Okay, slide the lid open, and then we have to find correct slots for those things. Okay. There are suns and there are moons. What if you have no chair? Well, then the whole system's broken. Why do you have no chair? What are we to do with those moons? Are we making some sort of... I assume it's not just put the moons on the suns.
Nothing.
That's... Yeah.
Still
All
That's
4 tiles have a moon symbol.
That's not the answer.
Those other symbols look like suns. Surely that's something to do with it?
Yes, I got that.
I think it is, but in an abstract kind of way.
Yeah, thank you. I was thinking that, but I don't know. Do we like turn it upside down, the pattern? You know, like this would be the reverse of it, right?
Nope.
Maybe the information we need isn't here.
Where is it?
Somewhere else.
Okay, they're being like, oh yeah, maybe you're missing some clues. Okay, I'll take your
I guess
word
we'll come
for
back
it.
later.
Okay, so there is a possibility that we need to find something else. Anything in the
Anything
wardrobe?
in the wardrobe?
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Dresses mostly. I never realized there were so many shades of black.
Anything else she's got in this room?
Sheet music. Presumably for piano.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
Okay, that's a piece of evidence. The sheet music has been framed and is decorated with a delicate old-fashioned illustration. Yes, that's only a few notes. I guess we could ask Poppy about it.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright.
Upright piano? Well, we can go and ask Poppy about this music, I guess. See if she can tell us what it is. Hey, Poppy. What can you tell us about this sheet music in your room?
It's mine.
Cool.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
This better not be a puzzle. that I have to remember and play this somewhere, because I will lose it. Oh, actually, Poppy, do you know what she was up to with this secret diary?
Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it.
Okay, well, I guess they just talk about the diary as if it was still closed. They're not gonna discuss the contents with us. Fine, fine. Do you know anything about the stabby painting?
When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps. Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything.
Oh yes, the sheet music, because there was a second question,
Yeah,
but then
that's
they closed
mine.
that dialogue. Yes, why it's so special.
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me, if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
Okay. I guess the only option is leave it here. Okay. It's not as much of a... I mean, the characters are detectives. It's a detective game in that sense, but no, it's more of a point-and-click story game with, yes, some puzzles, some working out what to show to people. So right now we're just exploring this house and meeting all the inhabitants, all the crazy, crazy inhabitants. Yes, everyone looks very special, right? Up this tower to this top room as well, since it's unlocked. Okay, that's Uncle Pointer, right? Because that's what she was saying. His name was, I mean, obviously he has a name, not just Uncle, but yes, he likes to observe in his astronomy tower.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could the speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Is it a roof? Is it a book? Is it his hair? Yes, who knows? He looks, again, very eccentric, right? So, could be anything. I mean, considering that he just lives in an observatory with, you know, no proper windows, like there's just holes. Maybe, you know, it rains when he sticks his head out, so he wears a little roof so he doesn't get, you know, wet when he's doing that. Maybe that's what it is. But yes, it's there are 2 towers, and each family lives in each of the towers, but the game is called Tangle Tower, not Tangle Towers. Yes, it's special gel to make his hair into a roof so he doesn't get wet. He's like a duck. Yeah, so tell us about yourself.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
Yes, it is indeed. Like, he has this tiny face on his face, you know, because there is no way he's using those glasses for anything, considering his eyes are over here. And also, like, his eyes are droopy, saggy eyes, and not quite aligned. But yes, when he's talking, just imagine this is his face, right? That is quite funny. He has a face on his face. So yeah, what were you doing yesterday?
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Okay, so he somehow managed to find out before normally he would find out because fate. So, yep, the cursed face is staring at us. So, what is your statement?
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Okay, yes, it is so confusing that all the fellows' names start with F and all the Pointer names seem to start with P. So there is now so many F and P names. I am like, which one was that again? Oh my gosh, but yes, everyone seemed to have gone to the room, looked at the body, and just was like, I'm getting out of here. But yes, who's this detective they keep talking about? I can't ask about them because I don't know them as a character yet. Can you tell us about this sheet music since it's about your daughter?
Oh my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall.
Okay, interesting, because he's saying that like, oh, it was her mother, but Poppy never mentioned it. Like, Poppy was like, oh yeah, it was just my piano teacher that told me this, right? She didn't want to talk about the fact that it was her mother. And I assume the mother's no longer with us. Okay. You got anything here that's suspiciously locked?
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
Stare at it.
I would look at it.
Yeah, exactly. We look closer.
Wait a minute.
And it's a puzzle.
Earth in the middle, sun on the outside.
Uh,
How old is this thing?
pretty old, I guess, unless this is alternative universe. Okay, we can rotate them, and they will cast shadows. Yeah, I mean, just things that move around, and you can just stare at them, you know, and zone out. They're pretty nice. I quite like lava lamps as well. They're very soothing. But yes, I think we'll have to make some sort of shadow pattern using this device. But again, it's the kind of thing where it's like, I have to get this pattern from somewhere first, because obviously right now none of this makes any sense.
Just gonna rest my brain.
Okay, anything here that can help
A
us?
Spyglass to the Stars. Volumes 1 to 12.
That's his books.
They're in very good condition.
No one reads them. Patterns in the back.
You know, I would look at.
Oh, are we saying we have to cover the areas of the table? So we would have to get them arranged based on that? Yes, they do cast different shadows. So on the different planets we would have to get them arranged so that they're over those things. Like, are we trying to cover the entire table? Because they're doing that. Like, this planet will do this arrow shape here. And this. But then, how do we do the rest of it? Okay, this fits here. Oh, because those two will be like this. Okay, press the button.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Hey, not bad.
Cool. We've done
Did you
it.
hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath. What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Research? Bugs? Golden bugs? The golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton composed of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold, has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with a loud hiss, records of over 95 decibels. That's quite loud. And by being completely undigestible. This mistid has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those that see it. Okay, well, I think we should ask him about this research then. Because why you have it?
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
Silence.
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangle Tower. I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
Yeah. What do you have to say about that, huh? Huh? But I guess he's got nothing to say about that. Well, we found it, so it can help us later. Okay. So currently... Oh no, there is still a room. There is still gardens here, I guess. Yes, very loud bug. Yes, he's being sassy. He's like, I don't know about this research. Ooh, is this the detective? Ooh,
Wow.
so mysterious.
Nice cape.
You're not fellows or pointers. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business here?
I'm Sally, and this is my sidekick Grimoire.
A private detective, Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. If this is a joke, it's not a good one.
Who are you, anyway?
Private Detective Hawkshaw.
Oh, nice. Hawkshaw's a cooler name than Grimoire. Maybe I'll become her sidekick.
You're not on the Freya Fellow case, too, are you?
That is classified information between myself and my client. Clearly, this is something which eludes you. But a real detective refrains from handing out informations to persons unknown.
Oh, right.
Now, if you would, I have work to do.
Okay, well, they said like, oh, you're not here on the Freya case, but the people that mentioned this person, right, they were mentioning them being around while they were going up to see the body, right, or see what happened, which means they were already here. They were already investigating something before she died, right? So presumably they're not, like, investigating her death was not this person's primary purpose. They might be looking into it now, but they were here about something previously, right? There was something else. I assume they're not going to be very forthcoming about the themselves and what they were doing here, though. We'll see.
It's not in my interest to discuss personal details.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception. Ask.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm on a case at the behest of my client.
How long have you been at Tangle Tower?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you working for?
I am not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so?
Ooh. But you didn't answer. You just said, like, you really think so. That's not an answer, lady. What were you doing yesterday? Yeah, was it you? What did you do?
As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room on the morning before the murder. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle Tower. Hers was one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust and an atmosphere of somber melancholy.
Was Flora in there at the time?
She spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky, out the open window. Didn't say a word, although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening searching the library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too?
I expected her to make an appearance, but she did not.
And you stayed in the library the rest of the day?
Not quite.
Not quite. What does that... They just kind of end these things and like, oh yeah, not quite. You think it's cool? So mysterious. So what's your statement then?
Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared. He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite an intruder in the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square. The grounds were silent. There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical inhabitant. I noted that he, too, must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance. He spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled, that much was clear, but sorrowful, mournful, I cannot say.
Okay, so the interesting part of that, and yes, hello Crow, Detective Edgelord, very good, very good. Interesting part of that is that she describes Professor Pointer as being panicked as he was going into the lobby and seeing her, where Professor Pointer described it more like he was just casually going to see Fifi about the book, right? Like he didn't know anything has happened until he went up and spoke to Hare and Poppy, and then they went upstairs to find the boy, right? No, here he's described as already he's panicking and running and telling the detective to stay out of here. So I think his excuse for like, I was just going to see about my book is not quite sticking to that. He already knew something was happening while he was going into that other tower. Maybe. Do I want to show you anything right now? Do you know anything about the stabby painting?
Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course,
The painting did it.
it was the painting itself.
Yeah.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking.
The painting did do it. Okay, well, I guess nothing else here that we want to talk to you about right now, maybe. Do we now unlock yet the greenhouse to go to as well? There we go, the greenhouse. Oh, he's hiding here. You can't even see him because he's behind me. Look at him being sassy in the background. Just like, chill out, man.
Sally, don't move. We're being watched.
Yeah, I see him. He's a little too big to hide in the bushes. Is anyone going to say anything? Or shall we just stand around staring at each other?
It's a staring contest.
Sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. And the guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
Fitzfellow, the gardener.
Mm-hmm. And why are you so tall?
Can't just ask people why they're so tall. Okay. Well, that was very enlightening conversation. Tell us about yourself.
You work here as the gardener.
I don't get paid to do it. It's just my area of interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're all kinda weird.
Right. Did you see the lake?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house? Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a byproduct.
Of what? Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
What's this got to do with the plants?
The water controls all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds form, rain falls. The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything you've perceived as an irregularity is simply a result of this hydrological cycle.
Could you say that again, but like, condense it as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Our lake water causes the unpredictable alteration of DNA. Sometimes.
Alteration?
Ooh,
Like
mutations.
mutation.
That'd be the official term. For us, it's normal. Just nature.
And you're the local expert on all this stuff?
No. I'm just the gardener.
Okay. Well, Mr. Gardner, what were you doing yesterday? I mean, it's like we have weird water that makes plants mutate.
I was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in a little later. She likes looking at the flowers, I think.
Did you speak to each other?
A little, not too much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon. I went up to my room. Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And?
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
Did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
Okay. He's like, my girlfriend was here. We barely spoke. All I see is plants. How did you even start dating? Because you don't seem to talk to anyone about anything.
I was up in the rooftop garden. It was quiet. And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound human. We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that? Flora's room was locked. That's normal. She usually locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them together. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped at me. I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she says they're together, and he's just like, I don't know, she was here. We didn't speak. Can I ask you about this weird flower then? Is it mutated?
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
Okay. What about Penny?
Penelope is my fiancée.
Okay.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing? Recently.
Good. It's good.
So he's aware that they're together, right? He admits it. But like, I'm like, she has this weird flower. Did you give it to her or anything? And he's like, don't know anything about that. Why is there a weird flower? Okay. I guess you don't really know all that much then. Do you know about the stabby
What do you
painting?
think that is in Flora's hand?
I don't know. It does look like a knife, but Flora wasn't holding anything at all when I saw her after the murder. But there's something bothering me. Something else.
What?
When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing in this position.
Well, she probably would have moved around a little bit by then.
She wasn't standing at all. She was kneeling on the floor.
Interesting. She was kneeling on the floor. That's a feather. Well, might be. From the bird and the book. Oh yeah, we could have asked the bird lady about the bird book. Maybe we should do that.
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the fellow tower.
This could be interesting.
Okay, we'll go there later.
That's all the statements.
Okay, we've got all the statements from everyone.
Let's go over them all.
Sure. I wanted to click on some things, but I guess they want to talk about stuff. We have to go back to the bird bath to talk about the statements. Okay.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
I mean, there are a few things that were contradicted.
Were in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then I heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it, until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me.
I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Suspicious. Okay. Well, we've listened to all that. Well, you posed a good question. Do birds wrinkle in water? Because, you know, humans wrinkle when we are staying in the water, but I'm not sure birds are like that. You may have to do some research and find out if a bird would get all wrinkly if you left it in the bath for too long. Okay, so we had all the statements, and they say the statements are lining up. But I was like, I don't know, I felt that there was a difference between what the detective said and what Professor Pointer said in terms of, you know, how they were, like, they did meet each other on the way through the lobby, but I thought, like, he was just saying he was going to get the book, but the detective was saying, like, he seemed rattled already, so I don't know about that, but I guess we will find out later. Hello, bird.
It's a bird bath. Is that just rainwater? Looks a little weird.
The birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune. Toot, 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 toot.
Please don't do that.
Birds don't wrinkle. They live in water, yes. Good thinking, good detective work. Or maybe they're just permanently wrinkly. You never know. Okay, so what I wanted to do, there were a few things I wanted to do. I wanted to click on things in the greenhouse, right? Because I was like, this thing here...
A little chart of...
this
actually,
chart
I have no idea what it's about.
is suspicious. Right, there is some sort of symbols going on here.
Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
But it's not periodic table, it's something else. Is that recorded in
What do you
my
make of it?
clues?
Not a whole lot.
It is not recorded in my clues, okay?
A little chart of... Actually, I have no idea what it's about.
Do I need to take a screenshot of it? For later. Eight notes bird tune.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole
Well,
lot.
unfortunately, I won't be able to tell anything about the bird
It's
tune.
bigger in here than I thought it would.
We've got some
That's
beetle.
a handsome beetle. Looks like he might have magic powers.
Magic beetle. Okay, anything else? Golden
This
pears.
one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is definitely not edible.
It looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
Potted fruit. Potted fruit with a hard gemstone-like skin. The soil in the pot is an unusual blue color. Okay. Can you tell us about this fruit, mister? Don't tell us anything.
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gemstony.
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny and edible fruit?
You look at it.
Maybe that's where the money comes from. Maybe that's why the beetles are golden, you know, just the weird water making everything into a gemstone. Do you know anything about the beetles?
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. That's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
Okay. Okay. That's here, and yes, there's something with this chart we will figure out, but I also wanted to ask the bird lady about birds. What do you know about this bird book?
Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one, well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Okay, now it's extinct. Did they kill it? Okay, yes. What about your flower from your room?
Yes, it's my, my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Yeah.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar.
Ooh. She don't like the flower. Interesting. What do you think about the stabby
I
painting?
doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling. Don't you think? It's Flora that's the problem. She's an inescapably haunting presence, bless her.
You think the birds match the song? Interesting, interesting. I mean, I don't know about all of the birds in all of the world, but there's definitely birds that mimic sounds, right? So if it was something that was played a lot around the island, it's possible that some of the birds could have learned to mimic the song for whatever kind of clue that would form, right? What's this here?
A little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle.
Ooh. And where did they take it?
Bird diagrams. Hand painted.
They're beautiful. Someone really knows their stuff.
Your cat wants to target your plants. Oh no.
And especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Okay, the birds are something we can talk about. 3 brightly colored birds with heavy ornate cage. Yeah, I mean, some cats appear to really love/hate plants and just attack them indiscriminately. At least Firefly doesn't seem to, like, destroy the plants. She does like to sometimes nibble on the edges, but nothing that would destroy the plant. Yes, this cage is certainly not big enough for the 3 birds, considering all those tiny guys here just, you know, floating about giant cages, and she just keeps those guys in there. Can we talk about this? What's with those birds?
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all 3 of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Simple.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
It's not an actual bird then. Okay, well, good, we've got that all aligned. I mean, if she's like, oh, I get them fly from time to time, maybe buy them little bird leashes. Take them for walkies. Okay. What are we doing then? You know anything about this sheet music that the birds are singing?
Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it? Thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her.
You don't seem to like her. Okay. So what do we have? Because we've met everyone, right? We've gathered a bunch of figs. But now that means we have to ask someone about something specific, or we have to ask someone about someone specific, right? Like, how do we... It's the question of how do we advance those things. We still have another room and then the garden, so actually more exploring. We're not done yet, there is more... Yes, more rooms, more gardens before we're... Oh my! He doesn't really care for his room. He's just like, I live in the greenhouse. He's got...
An empty glass and an empty plate.
Dishes. Don't leave dirty dishes around the house.
Looking at it is making me want to cry.
Why?
I don't know.
It's like a prison cell in here. He doesn't have like cute light fixtures and themed room.
It's a little handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front.
Yes, like all of the rooms are custom made for the people that live in them. And this is just like, wow, that's so sad.
Inside it says, "To Fitz, from PP."
PP.
That poor plant.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
Healthy, but sad.
Just lonely.
I think it would rather be outside.
There's a box under the bed.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked.
It's locked.
It's a combination lock. Sort of.
Okay. Rearrange the piece of paper to find the combination for the box padlock, okay? I assume they might like fit together somehow. Yeah, like this. And then I need to move them here. And then this fits here. Okay, so that tells us one of the shape. Oh, it might be something like they fit together in different ways. So one of the shapes is gonna be this. I don't know how we're gonna know the order, but I'll worry about that in a minute. Like, is there a different way that they fit together to make another shape? Okay. Then one of the shapes is going to be this. They don't rotate or anything like that. Then we also have this. So that's... yeah, that's this, I guess. And then... what else? Like this. Okay. Okay, so this one doesn't have a shape like this, which means we probably have to... oh, maybe this is actually better match for that previous shape we did. Which now I'm like, what combination was that? Yes, this is... I think this is a better match. So I guess you just have to be like... it doesn't tell you the order, but not every piece has the same shape. So you just have to pick one that is able to make that shape.
There we go.
There we go.
Perfect.
We're in.
Anything in there?
Yeah, it's wrapped in a cloth. Hold on. Huh, that's kind of ominous.
PP and FF. A metal gardening trowel with a decorative pattern. It has decorative pattern engraved onto it and letters either side of the heart. PP and FF. Okay. They got PP and FF.
Quite sulky. Not every room is going to be full of clues.
Yeah, that's not what I
It's
was...
locked, but it leads outside.
It's locked.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Yes, probably some sort of lock, yes. Similar to the other one, here we've got moons and stars.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Still
The
locked.
tiles have all got that same sun symbol on them.
Yep,
Those moon symbols in the slots. Are they connected?
probably.
Maybe they're connected, but also not connected.
Okay. Possibly similar to the other one, we have to...
Let's come back once we know what to do.
yeah, once we have to find some clues.
There's someone outside the window.
Someone outside.
Something outside the window.
Okay.
It's probably just a rock.
You sure?
Okay, there I was thinking someone was watching us. Okay, well, I guess we can go to him and be like, we snooped in your room and found this thing. What you have to say for yourself?
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
Okay. Guess he won't say anything about it then. Well, the other person named on it is her, right? PP. Unless he was dating a different PP, right? Since all the pointers are Ps. And that's why it's locked. Yes, there are two locks with suns and moons, so maybe if we like copy the pattern from one lock to the other, it will do something.
Fit show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
Okay. I guess they're not very forthcoming about it. Yes, maybe, because yes, it's the two rooms that connect to the garden outside. So maybe they are reverse of each other, the symbols. So like if we look here...
It's locked.
I thought we were.
We are.
What's that thing by the hand?
If we look here and we copy the moons, like what the moon pattern is, which is just alternating vertically in the middle. Maybe that's
Let's
will
come
do
back
it.
once we-
So on this side we have to go to hair room. We're just running around.
A big glass leads out into
There's
the
a little mechanism.
Yes, if we look closer, if we arrange the moons the same way as as they are on the other side.
Something happened.
Something
That must
happened.
be it.
But also, yes, we want to copy the suns so that we can unlock it from the other side just in case it's for anything.
And the door's still
The
locked.
door's still locked. Okay,
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
we probably have to unlock them both. But that means that two of them would have to align on when they want to go to the garden. They're secretly meeting, you know, Poppy and Fitz in the
It's
garden,
locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were.
We are.
away from
What's
his
the thing with
fiancée. Sneaky, sneaky.
It made a noise.
Yep.
I guess that was right.
Yes. We want to go outside.
Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
Let's go outside. Yes, we're in the rooftop garden. There is some bird
Giant stone
feathers
frog. Love it.
on this frog.
Yeah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Yep. Colored feathers. The feathers were mostly found resting on the tongue of a large stone frog. Okay, we have very specific colored feathers. We have to ask the bird lady about this.
That's
The
one big
dragonfly?
Or one very small dragon.
There is some sort of lizard with headphones on.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Yeah, what's he listening to?
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Ooh. Can we take them? Slightly weathered statue of a strange creature holding a lute. A pair of earmuffs has been placed on the head of the statue. We can't take them. Okay. Yeah, we can only just zoom in, but no taking. A small rose bush just randomly dug into the path.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil.
Yeah, he can't stand his own music. He's like, nah, can't listen to it.
Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
Yeah, why are there loose petals? Did someone rip it out?
The roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Roses have many colors.
Exactly.
Oh, it's because it's not abnormal here for roses to be normal, right? Here every plant is weird and weird colors and golden things. Poppy had a red rose in her room as well, right? So, is he like planting roses for her? Is he secretly pining for Poppy?
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges, too?
Oh yeah. What are you supposed to for?
Nothing anymore.
Fish in water?
Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
But why did they break them?
More
Egg.
egg statues.
Yes, they like egg.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Because they do their chicken math.
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
Maybe. Chicken math. Yeah, it's always chicken math. I mean, here's the thing with living in a large tower with rooftop garden, a library and an aviary and music room and whatever. Who's gonna clean the place, right? You know how much dusting that is? just constant dusting and vacuuming and all that. There's birds in the trees.
Trees. On a roof.
In a garden.
In a garden. On a roof.
Well, rooftop gardens are a thing. Okay. Well, I mean, in theory, if you're rich enough to have a giant tower with so many different rooms, maybe you can afford some staff to clean for you. Okay? Does that work? And I mean, and especially like, yeah, if it's an old castle, the heating bills, assuming you even have heating, atrocious. And if you don't have heating, then you're just always gonna be cold. Okay, I think that's it in here.
Poppy's room.
So only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden?
In theory.
I guess so.
Can we ask the bird lady about the bird feathers?
There used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question.
Did they eat them? They eat the birds? What about... Can we ask Poppy about the statue? I'm just trying to figure out who asked about what instead of, you know, asking everyone about everything. None of us invited the magical tower. Oh, okay, fine. Definitely not helping you clean then.
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belong to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones, like he's in the recording studio with his guitar. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly.
Interesting. Okay, the headphones are important, or the earmuffs are important then. Because they were just lying around in a hallway. Okay, well, let's ask Fitz about them then. What does he know about them? They're yours?
Those are mine, the
Okay.
earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs
Interesting.
for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
I was like, yeah, gardening's such a loud job, you know. You have to protect your ears. And he's like, no, I don't want people to talk to me. Oh, this man. So weird. Yeah, it's like, yes, I don't want people to talk to me. Okay. So, there's no room here. There's nothing here then? I mean, other than wherever this weird aquarium with no fish goes. So we've been to all the rooms we can go to. We've met all the people, taking all everyone's statements. So yeah, now
What is
I
that?
think it's a family tree.
we have that family tree with all the people. So this is Penelope Pointer, Poppy Pointer, Percival Pointer. People don't bother you with headphones in the office, yeah. I mean, sometimes they'll still do, but yeah, maybe less. Still have the birdhouse puzzle. Yes, we do, that is true. But I'm just like, yeah, what we do with that? So this is Fitz here, Fiona here. So yeah, Fitz and Penelope, not related, all good with this. Someone shouting at you. Oh well. It's their problems, they can't see headphones. You know, if someone's wearing headphones, you have to be like, ugh. Hello. Or, you know, clearly just leave them alone.
Pretty.
Finally, we get to investigate
It's
them.
not that spooky, really.
I keep clicking on things accidentally. And they have a line for everything you click. Yes, there is the birds. The bird thing in this room. Let's stare at it a little bit then.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those?
Okay. Because yes, it is a bit family tree, as you've said. But not quite, right? I mean, it would imply that this, like, those birds up here are parents to this bird that then gets married twice and has 2 children with some other birds. Maybe. But what does that tell us? What does that tell us about those birds? Bird divorce, or maybe bird cheating, who knows? I'm like, do the birds make different noises when you pick them up? But I think they make the same noises. They're all the same, right? Yeah, okay, they're all the same or similar, so I don't think the noises are the thing. Like, is it something like this bird plus that bird? Is that bird? There were a couple different sounds. No, don't do this to me. Yeah, is it a color thing? Is it like open beak plus open eye? Is something... Yeah, so like, you know, and like a bird with an open beak plus a bird with an open eye makes a bird with an open eye and an open beak or something silly like that. Like a bird with an open eye and a bird with a closed eye makes a bird with a half open eye. I'm not sure. Like, what are we looking at here? I mean, that red one just looks like it's yawning. Why are you yawning, my friend? Yeah, I don't know whether there's like... Because, again, every other puzzle we've done, right? Other than the doors to the garden, which was, you know, they were just a pair. Every other one, like, it was solvable within the puzzle, right? Like, the clues were there. So I'm just like, are the clues here and I'm just not seeing it? Or is this suddenly like there are external clues that I don't know about? Because we do have like open eye, open beak. Because we have the free ones with eye open, just looking different directions. But it's like, yes, one has closed beak, one has fully open beak. And that would result in a bird that has an eye in the middle and half open beak. Bird genetics of some sort. But does that make them the top level birds? And then what? Mixing that bird with super closed. Yeah, bird genes. If we mix it with super closed eye, but very open beak, you get this sort of kind of closed eye, medium big, but then this beak and then very closed beak and like an eye down. It gives you half an eye and semi-open beak.
No, that was it.
Oh, that was it! We did it right! Bird genetics worked!
Nice work. Did the door open? What's in there?
What is in there? Now I'll get her. Yes, it was bird genetics of what eyes added together give you different eyes and what beaks added together give you different beaks. Very strange. A ripped piece of paper crumpled into a ball. Red flower petals were found inside. A message is angry scrolled onto the paper. Now I'll get her. Okay. The red petals, right? Next to the bush in the garden, there were just like a few petals as someone like ripped off a rose and taken the petals. So is this related? Well, Bird Lady, why is this message in your secret compartment? Tell me everything. Speak.
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
Yeah, where did you get it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
Oh, but it is my business. It's very my business. Do you know about this?
Lovely.
Okay, well, if we're saying the rose petals came from here, right? Because there are rose petals on the ground, then officially the only two people that can get in here are Poppy and Fitz. So what do you two know about this?
Those petals.
What about them?
Yeah, they're from the garden, right?
It's nothing. They're just unusual.
Speak to me, people! Also, were you dating Fitz before? Are you
Is that a
PP?
gardening trowel?
Yeah. I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it.
No, okay. Well, Fitz, what do you have to say about this? Yeah, they don't want to tell us. Like, someone gets murdered and then be like, I'm not talking to you.
Those petals.
Yeah, those
they,
petals.
What?
They're red.
Man. Speak to me. Do you know about this harp statue since you go around the garden?
It's of no interest to me, but I overheard Poppy and Freya talking about it once.
Okay, and let's ask Poppy about it.
What were they saying?
They were arguing about something, but I can't remember the details.
Well, back to Poppy it is. Poppy. Tell me about the statue.
What do you make of the statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, can we solve the statue now? Just by the way, because it wouldn't let us the first time around, but have we gone far enough?
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
Because, yeah, it has different symbols, but then, yeah, like a bell. Different symbols, some lips, piano, different symbols, piano, bird, different symbols, bird. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like this puzzle can be solved yet.
Let's
Okay.
come back later.
We're not ready for this yet. Yes, it's something strange is going on, but we're not ready for that strangeness yet. Listen, detective. Can you tell us about anything, or can we
Is that a
snoop?
clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4 faces.
Okay, this is a puzzle as well.
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
No, it's a secret puzzle.
So what does it do?
Hold secrets. Yes, rotate until correct position, where, interestingly, it does appear to make numbers from the patterns. If we, like, this one looks like a 12 if we had them in the right way. And this one can look like a 6 and a 9. And this one is a 3. So yes, we have 12, a 3, a 9. But what is this one? Oh yeah, it's also a 6 or a 9. Oh, okay, but they don't, every one of them rotate everything. This one rotates the 3 of those. This one rotates those 3. And this one rotates those 3. Except this one here is weird, right? Because the 9 would be sideways. Like, if we make a 6 here, that's sideways. But the 9 is correct. But I guess this one is the 6. Okay, so we just have to put the numbers in the correct positions. But we have to figure out which way to move the... Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I have to get them to where they normally are on the clock, right? But because the hands are connected, it's not as simple as just moving them to position. We have to figure out the offset. So this one moves this up and this down. So now we get 12, 9, and 6 correct. But then we want to make a 3. So that will move that one that way. Not quite. Okay, just need to get the right offset. Are they correct when reset? Really? It's like this is almost, but not quite. Like this is correct, but those two are offset. Yeah, I was here before, where this is upside down. Nope, that's just back to this being upside down. Okay, I'm just ending up with one of them being upside down. I'm just resetting them because I'm like, you know, might be easier from starting position if I figure it out. So this one, the first one, it needs to move quarter turn anti-clockwise. This one needs to turn quarter turn clockwise from where it stands. And those two are in sync that way. Like, they turn in a way that makes them two correct if I do it once. This one, it also wants to go quarter turn anti-clockwise. And it's also in sync with those other two. It's just that, you know, this last one is the... It wants to go quarter turn clockwise. But it rotates this one opposite. Like, those are aligned now, but the other two will not be. Oh wait, is that just it? Was I making it too complicated?
That's the one.
There we go. Yes, there was a very simple way to do it from starting position.
Hey, not bad.
But I was like, what? Touch everything and panic.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
A little tool thing? Looks like a telescope.
I like how the detective is completely not paying attention to us snooping.
But I'm not actually sure what it is.
Okay. Small brass tool with a curved brass lens. It has a screw at the base. Okay, maybe we can mount it somewhere. Let's ask the detective about the thing we just stole. Is that yours?
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
Are you investigating the weird plants and what's up with them? What do you know about this thing?
These people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
Okay.
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature.
Okay.
This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs for blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music.
Wow, such an observation. Anything about this fruit then, since you were investigating the greenhouse?
The people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth?
Yeah, what would you do? Do you know anything about this other statue then?
Have you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols on the harp?
We're working on it.
That's a no then.
Have you? Have you deciphered it? Anything about this letter?
Conveniently left anonymous. It's useless until you can prove to whom it concerns. Can you do that?
No.
No.
Okay. Thanks. This detective is not very much helping us right now.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it?
I have several theories, but they are my theories and I'm not going to share them.
No. Well then. Be like this, then I'm not gonna tell you where I found this. I don't know. Are we just now like gonna ask everyone about everything? randomly until something works. What's on this bench?
There's a metal plaque on the bench.
Is there a message engraved on it?
I think there was at one point, but someone scratched it off.
Ooh, did they hate someone? Why'd they scratch it off? Also, giant mushrooms?
You ever see a mushroom that big before?
Not in real life.
Okay. Not gonna discuss this any further. Oh, and there's some lizardy thing on here, because the detective said there were 3 statues of the creature, but I've only seen 2.
It's a sea serpent, turned into stone by a wizard.
Ah, if you say so. What happened to its head?
Beheaded. By the same wizard.
Okay. One of the creatures lost its head. Okay, who can we ask about what still? There's the tapes and stuff. Would Poppy know about the tape to Freya? Since they were friends, would you know anything about that?
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody?
Okay. What about this damage tape? Is that your style?
This is mine.
Ooh.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy.
Okay. So, she had it, it was empty, and then something was recorded, but we listened to it and it was just like noises of someone walking outside, as far as I know, about this letter.
Don't you think that's weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone? Or signed by anyone?
Someone's being deliberately secretive.
Or they're trying to manipulate you.
Maybe they are. What about her weird paintings?
I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Interesting.
Sorry, but if it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes.
Yeah, that's how she made it recurring, just staring at that painting did it. Okay, well, what else can you tell me about about anything?
So there are 2 families living in Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm. 3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora is a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the Fellows and the Pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea.
She left. Interesting, interesting. Yes, she gave herself nightmares just by looking at this painting, that's what happened.
There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body. And there's only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else. The whole thing is just a little too peaceful.
Okay, well, it was because the painting did it.
Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself. Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do.
And that's an achievement.
Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I wonder.
Wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff.
Because that was the thing, right? Everything in that room, the paints, the gramophone, stuff like that, the cassette, everything had just had this one giant crack through it. Like, something caused those things to crack.
What was inside?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Huh. It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes. Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
I'm just asking her about anything because, you know, who knows what sort of information they're gonna randomly drop.
Is that supposed to be Flora?
Possibly.
Oh, how nice.
Bird
That
book.
belongs to Flora, I think. You get some weird insects around here, but I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously.
Yes, there was like a box in her room, but I don't think there was anything in it. Yes, point and click logic is just use everything on anything. Like, I was trying to work it out from, oh, you know, what makes sense to show them, but, you know, maybe they just randomly hit on something while I show them things.
Oh, you've been to the greenhouse? What did you think?
Impressive, I guess. But kind of unsettling, with Fitz lurking in the shadows the whole time.
Yes, it was a bit weird.
Yeah, he does that. I think it's kind of cruel to keep 3 birds in one cage like that.
Yeah, pretty mean.
Does Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective. I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden. They seem to really like it up there.
Why's that?
It's quiet.
Okay, it's quiet in there.
Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No. Should we have?
No, it's just... It looks like something she'd use, don't you think?
Yeah, it's from the detective. Okay, we've asked her about all of the things. We can also ask her about all of the people, right?
Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
Okay then, did I miss the flower? Yes, I did.
Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No. We found it in Penny's room.
Right.
Okay, she didn't sound too happy about that. I'm still like, what is going on between Poppy and the gardener? Seems suspicious.
Foregone drifter, holding fast. Days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender? Accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom. Some 4 walls make around a room.
Okay, she's gonna tell us a little poem about everyone. I think we already asked about Fifi, but let's see.
Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze.
Yes, we're just doing poetry. Cause no, that's what it means with Fifi. We had the little examine thing with her, right? But for her, that's still locked. I wonder if I missed it with someone.
With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will.
Okay, well, yes, beautiful poetry about the people.
Hard of head, but free of mind, unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond, behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied, it's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
Yes, beautiful poetry.
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
I'm not sure if that's really like telling us anything, but you know.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet. Feathers flashing in the light from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage. That's me. I'm on a list of murder suspects. Always thought that would be kinda cool, but it's just tedious.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
She doesn't have a poem about herself. She only's got a poem about other people. Okay, we listened to all her poems. We get an achievement. Oh, that's the third statue
it's playing
with the trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's gotta practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Oh, interesting. A shiny statue of strange creature holding a large horn. There's a noticeable crack. Again, the crack on the things, right? Running along the length of the statue's horn. Inside the horn and on the ground below are various shards of cracked glass. Yeah, because things were cracking. Something has happened that caused all of those things to crack. Yeah, I found all three statues and such an amphibious creature. Okay. So now, do we have things to show people in that final thing when we speak to them? I mean, she doesn't speak, no. This is locked, and I don't think there's any point asking her about things. Because she doesn't speak at all, right? Unless, like, there is one thing that we will show her that will cause her to speak. Maybe. I mean, of all the people, Fifi is like the most, you know, forthcoming, and then she will tell us things. So maybe she can tell us more about the various things we found.
Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be?
I don't know, some other people. She put a glass there and something else cracked it.
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Well, who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh yes, it has a telescopic lens. It could only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Interesting. So the detective lied about it because the detective said that was a microscope for examining things and they examined things with it, but it's a telescope for examining far away things.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next!
Well, you could make some assumptions.
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues.
Does it upset you?
What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
She should clean after her birds.
That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is?
Okay. That sounded very suspicious. Yeah, I mean, microscopes, technically, right, they're always on, like, stands and stuff, right? They not really a handheld thing like that.
I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh.
She's scared of birds, interesting.
The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends.
On what?
on the structural integrity of your teeth.
Yeah, you can try eating it. But yes, what do they eat then? They can't eat the food that they grow here.
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
That's us told.
An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
Again, some sort of gardener situation. I'm suspicious, but yes, I mean, she's like, oh, it's of significance to Poppy, the music lessons, but surely if it was with her mother, the music lessons, then it's obvious why is it of significance, right? Surely.
It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what.
Okay. Why not?
I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
Okay.
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
Yes, why would he?
A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
Suspicious, missing red paint. I mean, he had red paint where he has the chicken, right? So it's not like he didn't have any red paint.
Is she laughing?
Okay, that was a weird reaction to this tape.
The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last 2 days.
I mean, I think it happened when the murder happened, because everything got cracked.
That belongs to my mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs.
She loves chicken math. She's a big chicken math enjoyer. So that's why she has all the eggs.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
It's blood.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
Yes, that means she painted the blood on, not the blood got on the painting despite there not being any blood around.
The red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood. Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
I do not know the answer.
All the suspects are involved in the crime. Well, there was something on that the father said, right? Felix, when we were talking to him, he kind of gave us the clues about, like, some people didn't even agree that Freya was, like, part of the family, like, you know, her parents died, and then there was some business with that, and from her secret diary, we know she was trying to like investigate the place and things, so she may have tried to uncover some secret that they didn't want her to know about or anyone else to know about, so that would then explain why there might be, you know, be like, oh, she's out of the way, so that's all good.
Curious.
Yes, it's curious.
The statue itself does not interest me, but I do wish to know about those symbols on the harp. Have you deciphered their meaning yet?
Nope.
We're working on it.
We are.
Yes, we are. We're working on it.
This belongs to Poppy. In fact, she owns a number of cassette tapes.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right. But why?
I do not know why. I require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell...
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no knife found at the crime scene.
Apart from the one in the painting.
Which, as a mere abstract representation, does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife.
You never know. You never know.
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
That's quite an inheritance.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
We sound like her? Like who? Like Freya? Okay, well, we asked you many things. So, the telescope thing, the microscope telescope was a lie. So, would you know about this telescope, not a microscope? Man with tiny face on his face. What's this?
What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see. It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
But you could maybe spy on someone through a window or something like that, right? So it's not for people interested in stars, it's for people interested in spying.
So which one is Tangle Tower?
What's that?
There are 2 towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father. The Remington family was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see. I don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade. Not exactly a wealth of information, is it?
It's enough.
Okay.
Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
Sure.
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature, all the same.
Yeah, plastic not really one with nature, though.
A very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone. The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
Oh, he knows there are secrets hidden by the statue. He's like, don't touch it, but we're gonna touch it. As soon as we figure out what it is, we're going to touch it.
Where on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar. I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood on it? The whole thing is rather vulgar.
Well, we know she was doing some weird paintings, so, you know, her doing that knife with blood, that might have been on some specific purpose she had in mind.
Here's a thought. Do you suppose the paintbrush could be the murder weapon? After all, it was found at the scene, right next to Freya's body.
I guess it's possible.
I mean, not really stabby enough.
Is this important?
Possibly.
Curious little thing, isn't it? Do you know what she keeps in there?
Hides in
Nothing.
there.
At the moment. It was empty when we opened it.
How bizarre.
Can't a woman keep an empty egg in her room?
Yeah, what is your business with woman's empty egg in her room?
Pointer property originally purloined by the fellows. Typical.
Purloined.
I haven't seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah, well, possessions are fleeting, my friends.
Okay, but can you tell me what the tape is about?
This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I see he's afforded himself considerable artistic license.
Okay.
This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know.
Yeah, because your mind is in such a good shape. You're not doing anything weird.
Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
It is a big red thing, you have to agree.
Poppy's two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there. That's a very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look of a well-read book. Better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put.
Was that a slide at the fact that he has all of his books that he's written and no one touched them ever, they just sit on the bookshelf unused? The murder weapon was a frozen feather. By freezing it, it became suitable for stabbing with. Then it was thrown out the window, subsequently thawed, and was taken by a bird to make a nest out of. Yes, that's, of course, it's always the, stab someone with an icicle so that the murder weapon just melts away.
A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary.
It does indeed.
What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a flower joke, but she was.
Interesting.
Yes, it is interesting.
Fitz seems rather keen to grow things like this in his greenhouse, doesn't he?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you can't eat it. Makes you wonder why he bothers at all.
For money and wealth?
That's rather a small cage for 3 birds, isn't it?
Yep.
But then, aren't we all trapped in a cage?
He's getting philosophical.
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me.
I mean, you could stab someone with that, that's for sure.
I think you may wish to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue.
Didn't like the feathers. You would try to eat the fruit? I mean, sure. Go ahead. I hope you have plenty of money for the dentist.
I've seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes.
Because he doesn't want to talk to you.
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either.
Everything here is my business. I am a detective.
Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes.
Yes. Thank you for the observation. Okay. He's looked at all the things. Who else can tell me about all the things? I mean, they can all tell me about all the things, but who would it be useful to tell me about all the things? The detective? You lied about the thing that I found in your things. What can you say about that? Can we question you about it again? No, we can't.
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And,
It's my handheld microscope.
Okay,
What do
there's
you magnify with it?
they're still claiming
Trace
some
particles,
microscope.
dust.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used
What
it.
were you looking for?
That is between.
Okay, so we can't like be like, you lied about it, right? It just goes through the same dialogue we already had. And we can't, like, there is no suspicion thingy for that.
Tangle Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Have you searched the whole place?
I believe so. Why?
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that. I was disappointed too.
Pretty sure there is a secret room. As soon as we figure out what to do with the harp statue, there will be a totally secret dungeon that we get to go to and find things in.
You truly consider this a case file?
What's wrong with it?
No organization, no system.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid out at once. Yeah, it helps me think.
How quaint.
They really don't think much of our detective skills.
Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps?
Yeah, and we found it and you did not, so we're better detectives than you.
The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told? Paints?
Yep.
Paints.
Mm-hmm.
Well, such a conversation.
You got it open. I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in there.
Hiding the
Empty
what?
yesterday too.
It was. Perhaps it's always been empty.
Hiding the what? What are you looking for?
A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
Yes, they keep dropping that little clues, right? Where people are like, oh, the thing. Because I also showed someone the trowel and someone was like, oh, that thing, right? But there is no way to them, like, pressure them about it to get more of the information when they say something like that. It's just, that's it, you know? You just get those little pieces.
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
Yeah, I think the thing's cracked when she was killed, because the people said they heard something like a weird scream, weird noise. So I assume whatever that was cracked all of the things.
I'd tell him not to quit his day job, but he hasn't got one, has he?
He's an adventurer, don't you know?
These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
Yeah, exactly. We're investigating a murder painting. Surely that's a fun thing.
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference.
Yeah, we're all having fun. She's just like, oh, why are we not having fun? Be more positive about having fun.
A photograph of Freya. Could be important.
Could be.
A book from the library. One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that.
Ooh. Mysterious.
A diary. Have you read it?
Not yet.
I did!
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
I did read it. We read it. We can read it right now. The game doesn't seem to register that we've done certain things.
And you consider that important evidence, do you? Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
I don't think he has a law degree.
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would.
Maybe the birds are made of gems?
This is a potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around.
Also, it wasn't just lying around, it was in a locked box under a bed, right? We had to solve a thing.
Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not
I have a pile of petals.
Suspicious leaves.
Yes, 3 things. Yes. 3 trapped things, 3 trapped people. But 4 feathers, though.
Some breed of amphibious humanoid. Potentially bipedal. Although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
And yes, there's 3 statues of the, 3 statues of the thing playing instruments. There is a bird on the harp. There is a bird on the harp that is one of the symbols, but we don't have the right things yet for that. You people are not giving me any good clues, to be honest. Can I come tell you that everyone absolutely hates your figurines? Everyone's just ripping on them.
What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I found it comforting.
Okay then.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy. Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall.
It's connected to the family history in some way, okay?
I'm as confused as you are. It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
Yes, it could have been a feather. It could have been something else. Will we ever find out?
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall.
Yes, she's like, oh yeah, I'm dying, but let me clean up my brushes just so, you know, they don't get all crusty.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Yeah, suspicious.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do.
He doesn't know anything.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Everything really? This belongs to Poppy? She said it's not her style.
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that.
Yeah. So he thinks he's mastered all this carving and painting, but everyone else is like, oh wow, Felix, what is that supposed to be? Yes, there is that. She's wearing like a pink skirt and whatever, pink stuff, right? So she was a girly girl, but now she's a goth girl. But again, maybe that's related to her breakup with the gardener. You know, she was like, a tough breakup, I'm going all emo on you.
Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people. That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes.
Yes, because that's the photo.
My daughter Fiona
So
and
that
her
would be
best
like...
friend. They grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea.
That leg there would be Poppy before she switched styles.
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd.
A book was in the library. How odd. Would you like to tell the class why is that odd instead of just making weird comments and then not following up on them? Your people are infuriating, seriously.
Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they? That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
It does, but he says nothing about it.
I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead? What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
Cool, thanks.
That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
Yeah, but Fitz won't say anything about it.
Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to.
You think they could leave the cage?
I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Is that a clue? Really?
It might be.
Just some feathers.
And the statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements. But it's not too bad. Might be salvageable.
Yes, those birds just need to learn some lockpicking.
Goodness me! Why don't you ask Fiona about that one? Looks like her area of expertise.
Yes, I tried doing that thing where I ask people about things that make sense, but so far run out of things.
Now this is still in very good condition. Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning.
Yes, this did not help much.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies. Something suspicious.
Ooh.
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Okay, we've gone everywhere. So now that we've asked people about all of the things, we have unlocked 2 suspicions. So we have a suspicion about hair.
This painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
Of course she says nothing. It's not a knife, right? It's a feather of some sort.
It's not a knife.
Is that a
We
nod?
need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
The feather? The feathers? That?
That kinda makes sense, but no.
No, it's not the feathers. Well, I'm not sure what else I have, but yeah, maybe the book about the birds?
Let's take a closer look at this.
Yes, so what's the connection, right? The painted knife is the same as this feather. It's actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape.
She
but
just
the
says
book's
nothing.
Not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Is there anything to suggest that? This painted figurines, because there's what I thought was a chicken, but it might be this thing here on next to them, like, because he said it was like she was surrounded by her favorite people and things.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora.
Yeah, murder chicken.
And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Betrayed Flora, so she ate something. Was Penny's pet, so she kept. Was part of Phoebe's experiments. Was Flora's pet, so she kept. Yes. If we say it was a Flora's pet, like the ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe. Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
Alright, so she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
She keeps it in the egg! It's in the egg!
But we opened it. It's empty.
Well, it's gone.
Completely empty.
Someone took it. Will she speak?
Flora?
Will she?
She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
Oh. Drawings of Flora and a small bird. There is a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. Okay, that's hair and the bird. Look at this little cutie. Look at it. Oh. She loved it very much. And someone did something. Someone took it. Someone stole it. Someone killed it. Evil people. I was thinking something. And now I'm like, what was it? So yeah, she had this bird, the ink dip, and then it's disappeared. And all she had was the feather of it. So that's why she was posing for the painting with the feather. But then, in this whole commotion, what happened? Where did the feather go, right? Did she drop it? Did someone take it? Yes, it's her tiny baby bird. There's none of those birds outside were her baby bird. None of them looked the right colors. There's still the spooky eye at the top of the room. Yeah, I assume she's still not gonna say anything. We just done the suspicion with her. Are you gonna tell
I like these drawings,
us
Flora.
anything?
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Still no words, okay. Fine, well, we still had a suspicion about him. Right, what's suspicious about him?
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not your paint pot. Cause yeah, he had some paint pots with the other work, and this one was hidden, right? I can't remember. It has the wrong lid on it because I can't inspect it here.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots.
Yeah,
End
but
of discussion.
Did you
That's
take
not the end of
someone
discussion.
else's?
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
Did you take someone else's? Well, she's done this very red painting. So, would that be it?
That's not right.
No. Oh, that's what I was thinking. Like, now I'll get her that note. That's nothing to do with this paint, but I was like, is the I'll get her something to do with this whole missing bird? Something to compare with the red paint pot. Well, we can compare his paints or Freya's paints.
Let's take a closer look at this.
So yeah, like the labels on this ones. Right, the hair red paint, which was blood, is different, right? And this one matches. I mean, do we have to do a specific one? Yeah. Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced by Felix's red paint pot. But Freya noticed what had happened, but the lids were swapped to hide it. Yes, because this lid matches his lids.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Well, it is, because the pot that was given to her was full of blood, right? Yes, the shape of the bottle was different too, but yeah. Someone gave her a pot full of blood. I don't think she knew that. Why is Felix stealing Freya's paint relevant to the murder? This red paint pot has been emptied. All of the paint pots No, just this raised red paint, what was somehow filled with blood. Before Freya used it to paint Flora, right? Because she's already put it on the painting.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that,
Yeah.
that's definitely something.
Yeah.
Right. Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Nah, well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Okay, so that was like the matching clue of, you know, the bird had it to be white and red because that was her bird. And that's why he took the paint. But he left her an empty bottle, right? He didn't give her a bottle full of blood. Okay, so now we've had 3 people, like the suspicion with them solved. But we still need to get the other people's suspicion situation. Did I ask you about everything? Because that seems to be the way to unlock those things. Just go through all the things. Yes, we do have a new clue, but I also haven't shown him a lot of the things.
Nice painting. Gives you a pretty good idea of the layout.
The lake looks like it forms a perfect circle around the island.
It might seem strange to you, but nature is quite capable of producing perfectly geometric forms.
And those mountain cliff things around the outside?
We don't know much about them. They're unscalable. Not even Freya could have gone up there.
What's that?
This painting, it's speculative. There are no photographs from this angle as far as I know.
So Freya just made it up.
Let's call it an informed estimation.
Okay. Weird place with unscalable mountains.
Who gave you that information?
Well...
We don't actually know who it was. We were contacted anonymously.
I see. And what happens if the person who contacted you turns out to be the murderer?
I never thought about that.
Honestly, that would be kind of fun. Like a twist, you know?
Yes. We don't even know who hired us. They were just like, here's a murder, and we're like, let's go. I'm sure there is no serial killers on this island. Nothing bad's gonna happen to us.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy. How odd. There's something off about this.
What is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly.
He wants us to look at Flora's room again because of this brush and palette, but we've already like seen this drawing in there and stuff like that.
Paints are different to flowers.
I'd say so, yeah.
At any time, flowers can bloom with perfect, faultless colors. Red, blue, white. With paint, once you've tainted a color by mixing it with others, not even the most skilled painter can return it to its pure form.
Oh well.
It's an egg with feet.
It was locked, but we opened it. But it was empty.
fun story.
Yes, it's like we have to tell everyone we opened the egg, like, look at our skills of egg opening. Yes, mysterious contact, but then it's gonna be like, well, I didn't contact you, I don't have to pay you. Everyone's gonna deny responsibility for paying us.
That belongs to Poppy.
So why is it up in Flora's tower?
I'm not sure. That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay, all the music things and tape belong to Poppy.
Felix made that? Huh.
Yeah, he did.
That's quite sweet, really.
He's man of few words.
Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
It's just the red thing.
It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Checkmate.
Yeah, that's definitely a crowd.
Penelope knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried, in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks.
Okay, because yes, that was the plant that this bird ate, which means if she was keeping that bird as a pet, she needed to have a source of this plant somehow, right? Because otherwise, what would she feed the bird? Is it why the bird died? She didn't have enough plants?
Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want to read it.
And I already read it too.
Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
Generally. I mean, sometimes you try to do things and you never get better.
Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they, like, her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
Well, she told us what the names are. We just also forgot.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone.
You ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her.
Okay, she doesn't say it belongs to her. Tamara, Tabifa, yeah, something like that, but who knows?
What's with the broken glass? Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note on the back, too.
She was even closer to Flora than I realized.
Oh, that might be something, right? If Freya and Flora were getting close, and then, you know, the rest of the family are like, oh, you know, she's a penniless orphan, she doesn't have any claim to the house, but obviously, if Flora is the person owning the house, she might be feeling like, you know what, I want to give all my money and riches and house to Freya because I like her so much, and the family are like, why would you do that? We must stop her to eliminate her from this picture. Okay, now I asked him about all the things. Can we ask you about the bird thing? Would you know anything about this?
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
Okay. Then, oh, we haven't asked her about all the things either.
You know, it's probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you.
Try living in it for 20 years. The sheen wears off. If it wasn't for my fits, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that. But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest.
Yes, we called her old. But yes, she's a fun character too. Like, they're all fun characters. They're all very original and unique characters.
Finally! I get to see a detective's case file.
That's a very specific thing to be excited about.
Well, only last week I asked that miserable hogshot woman if I could see her case notes.
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been much more polite if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite rude to me. Accused me of being, what was it? A shallow sensationalist.
Because she likes detective books, right? Her room had detective books and romance books and romance detective books. So she's into that.
Goodness me. Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it. I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though.
He has legs on this statue.
Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue.
Yeah, but can you tell us anything about it? Everyone's like, clues and yeah and that and but no one's telling us anything useful.
Oh, that's rather sad. Freya doesn't take very good care of her paints, does she? But then she was always rather bohemian, had her own priorities.
Pretty sure she took good care of them until, the day she died, and then something happened.
Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Flora seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Heyo!
Okay then.
Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for a long time. As a young child, she'd call it her mama phone, on account of it belonging to her mother.
That's cute.
Oh yes, adorable.
Cute and sad, since her mother's not here anymore.
How terrible.
You recognize it?
The color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene.
3 different pinks. That's just too many pinks. Can't be having that.
A bit vain to carve wooden figurines of oneself, isn't it?
Maybe.
If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a bird of some kind.
Yeah, well, for a bird expert lady, saying a bird of some kind, not good enough. You have to do better.
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew. Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style. Ooh, a secret.
She's excited by it.
That's our guess too.
Excellent.
Yeah, but again, you're not telling us anything. You're just getting excited about nothing.
Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
Yes, we should search her room a bit more.
Ooh, delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look.
So he doesn't sell them then.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
Yes, he does. Okay. Nothing. Okay, we've talked to everyone about the case file. We can talk to you about the new bird sketches.
How sweet.
Okay, well, that's very helpful. He just says, how sweet. Hello, detective.
Does Flora still own that bird? Do
Doesn't
you
seem
know?
so.
Don't think so. The drawings are from a few years ago.
I see.
Also unhelpful. How about you? Do you know anything about the bird?
Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother, like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
Okay. Doesn't tell us anything. Professor Pointer? Not sure. I didn't ask Poppy about the trumpet statue. Okay, I can check in a sec.
Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
I'm just running around, like, in the room, being like, one question! And then I leave running out, then return very quickly after one question! Just, like a weirdo. Oh yes, I didn't ask her.
Me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano.
Ooh, someone's sneaking in. Is her mother living in the walls? Sneaking into the music room, playing the piano? Is that what's going on? Now I'm like, who did I show everything? I mean, I could still go and show her everything, but I'm pretty sure she's just gonna say nothing to every single thing I show her. Yeah. Unless she randomly decides to speak about one of the things I show her.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
Well, we already know what this is. But she says nothing. Yeah, just ...
Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty? ... Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked?
So helpful.
What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies?
Just standing there and
You
staring.
haven't seen this yet, have you?
Yes, we're just
It's a
spoiling
little
this
model of
gift.
you. Who were the other people next to you?
Nope.
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter? Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
Oh, many dots.
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
Yes, there were many dots. No, Fifi's not in there, that's what I was saying. It seems like she's really taken a liking to Fiona, right? Like she was the replacement child. Because Fifi's just not good enough because she doesn't want to, like, she just wants to do her science and experiment. She has no interest in her parents.
Do you know anything about this beetle?
So, are we thinking
Do you know anything about these birds?
Fifi was feeling
Or
jealous?
Birds in general?
Do you recognize any of these feathers?
She's just not gonna tell us anything.
I like these drawings, Flora.
I already asked her about
Is there
this.
a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Okay. Nothing. Okay, I've talked to everyone at Tangle Tower. Well, isn't this the
Little
plant?
pot plant, balanced on the window ledge.
It's the only plant in the entire room.
Yes, isn't that the plant that the bird eats? From this book, right? The leaves. The leaves are kind of the same. But it doesn't have any berries. On it. So she has the plant. But she has no bird. I was going to go to her room, see if there's anything to do with the beetles.
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Yes, was she keeping the gold beetles in there? But it's not letting me do anything.
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
Okay, well, I've asked people about all the things. Did I ask him about all the things? Yes. So unless now I'm missing talking to all the people about all the other people, and that's gonna jog something in someone's head.
But I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
Wow. Mining equipment protocol. I mean, there was stuff in the secret diary, right? She was going into like secret places, dark places, who knows? So that might be related. I'm just like, where do we go next? What do we do next?
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
Clearly.
Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally.
Yes, they're into very different things. But yes, Fifi doesn't seem like she would stop him doing his science. But then again, now I'm thinking like, did Fifi do the murder? I don't think she did. I think that would be a little bit mean.
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
Ooh. Ooh. So mean.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her, but I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
Yes, everyone's just either going after Felix's crafting skills, going after Grimwork detective skills. Everyone's so mean in here.
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
Okay, there's some various relationship weirdness going on in this family as well.
I don't especially want to talk about myself. Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of Jupiter instead?
I'm not sure if we have time. Aren't there like 10 of them?
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Are there any clues on moons of Jupiter?
Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time. Until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
Oh, what a betrayal.
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. She... Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a suspect.
Oh no, I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
She went away to live in the walls. Well, I assume it's kind of sinking ship because, yes, he is not of the family, right? His wife, Primrose, she was Flora's sister, and therefore they're the original Remingtons, and they're the people with the original claim on the towers, right? So without her, without Primrose, they are sort of losing the grip on the inheritance, right? So that's why Fifi is the heiress of the tower, and not Poppy, right? So the fact that the mother's gone does kind of make the Pointer family the sinking ship. So he's not wrong about it. Okay, we showed you all the things, we've talked to you about all the people, we still can't question you about the suspicion. So definitely nothing more to do with him.
Yeah, it's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
It's also daytime.
Yeah, it's also the middle of the day. Okay. I'm thinking like, have we opened a thing in every room? You know, there's some secret things in rooms and stuff like that. There was a lock to the garden here. There was a birdhouse here. I don't think we found anything secret in the aviary, but that might be because that's not someone's bedroom.
A rather magnificent bush. Somewhat cruelly confined to a stone pot.
There's a letter P carved into the side.
Yeah, for Pointer.
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
You can't see it, but yes, there is an evil-looking butterfly behind my head. Yes, I did think that there was a secret room, right? Like somehow this weird water tube aquarium, or maybe because like that would make sense. There's a water feature in this garden, right? And there was like grates that were broken, and that would align with that water being connected all the way to this aquarium here. So there is something here that the water connects with. Some secret aquarium room. A lake in the middle of the tower, who knows? But yes, the mother might be living in the walls. Okay. I think I showed you everything, but yes. Do I talk to you about everyone as well?
A bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it.
Yes, this whole situation is a bit weird. How did this woman that never speaks marry this guy that's so full of himself and constantly yells?
I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
Okay.
She mostly ignores me, if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh. I mean, well, you don't need to.
No, it's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it.
She's okay with it.
She's a most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Oh.
Which part? The giant bird arms, or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in.
Yeah.
She's his responsibility. Did you not know that?
We did not know that. So that's something new, but that still doesn't tell us why he called her.
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her, but she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
Are the bird names a clue to something? Are we supposed to know them so that we can use them for something later?
Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
Yeah, the relationship are like weird. How did those two get together? How did she get together with Fitz? Like, how did it all happen?
Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? How does it help me?
Don't look at me. You're the one who memorized it.
Might be useful for something. Maybe that's a clue.
Oh, she's beautiful. Who is she? Wait, is that me?
Lady.
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
Interesting. She says Poppy's a liar. But there's some sort of argument between them. She doesn't like Poppy for some reason. We already listened to all of Poppy's poetry, right? And talked to her about everything, I think. Yes. We did the poetry. We did all of the things with her. Is she a liar, though? Or is Penny a liar? Lying about Poppy because she doesn't want us to believe her. We still don't know what this is for.
Actually, I have no idea what it's about.
Right, I take a picture of it, but I haven't found anything I need to use that for.
Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
What do you make of
Not
it?
a whole lot.
Like, it will be for something. Okay. All the objects done. Okay, all the people. I'm sure he's not gonna have much to say the way he is.
I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone.
Okay, if you say so.
Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
She doesn't like you, or it's just like, you know, she's not super warm towards anyone because she's just busy with her science.
She questioned me.
About what?
My work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me, I can tell.
Okay, that's even more interesting, right? Because the detective again told us that she used the thing she said was a microscope, but it's actually a telescope, to search the greenhouse and inspect it. But he says she did not do that at all, so what is going on here?
She was always kind to me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working, sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects?
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
Yes, everyone's, you know, saying nice things about her, you know, as if they wanna throw us out that they would never, you know, plot to kill her. But yes, we know she had insects, but now there are none in her room. Was she using the insects out for magic paint or something?
Have you met this guy, Fitz? Shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot. Totally suspicious, if you ask me.
That's me.
Yeah, that's... It,
Yeah.
it was a joke.
Didn't appreciate the
joking.
joke.
Oh, I see.
Yes, no one would ever say they hated her now, because we're gonna be like, oh, really? You hated her?
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds, too, and insects. He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
No, but he might be interested in the golden insects or something like that.
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, it feels a lot more like Poppy and Fitz would make a better couple, right? Than Fitz and Penny, so what is going on here with this love triangle?
There's something
Yes,
about Hawkshaw's
finally.
handheld microscope.
Finally, we've tickled the right thread to make this suspicious.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Yep, let's go.
This little
Suspicion.
microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
Did we? Okay, that's news to me. You searching for the golden beetles?
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact you didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Was it not a microscope? Yes, it was like... If Pointer hired her, and Pointer had the note about the golden beetles, then it makes sense that she's been hired to look for the golden beetles, because obviously the Pointers are poor, right? The Felixes have all the money, the Felixes have all the rights to the tower, the Pointers have nothing, so he'd be interested in the golden beetles, right? Because his family is a sinking ship. Yeah, it's not a microscope, right? We know it's a telescope.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
But we know it's not. The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
Because she
When you
was
were a
spying.
child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
She's a fan of Professor Pointer, but then why lie about it?
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Because yeah, well, if she was collecting beetles from the greenhouse, then she could have taken some that Pointer wanted and thought were the golden beetles made of gold that would give him riches and all that stuff. Okay. Yes, you can use it to spy on people, right? Because that was what I was originally thinking, you know. You would use it to look at people from the distance, figure out what they're doing, where they're going, all that stuff. Okay, so it seems to me that we will just unlock more things if we just basically keep talking to people about all of the people and all of the things we have unlocked, and eventually it will give us some suspicion, right? So that's what we're gonna be doing. But it's getting late now. It's getting late, so we're possibly getting closer. Although I'm not sure, because everyone, like, I guess we're running out of room for evidence. That's how we know we're getting closer to potentially having all of the clues. But we're gonna have to get back to it tomorrow. And possibly finish it then, question more people until we can shake out all of the clues out of them. And all of those things. And maybe we'll finally find out what is going on with this statue and the symbols and this creature and what secrets is it guiding. So,
It's a big stone dais.
Biggest one I've ever seen.
Shush, you two. Yes. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you to all the members for supporting the channel. And yes, I'll schedule another stream for tomorrow so we can continue and possibly finish. Goodbye, everyone. Good night. Have a good night or the rest of your day, whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.